Welcome to part 2 of the Emissive Maps tutorial series. If you'd like to see the first in this series, which I really recommend starting with that, I'll put a link right here in the video and in the video's description. You really should just kind of play around with it and explore ideas. Let's just see, as another example, what it would look like to change the emission of the glass itself. Let's try a totally different color. Say this kind of beautiful blue here. So that's the base color of the glass. And let's go down to emission color and do the same thing. Actually, I'm going to change it to white first so I can get my colors. Okay, I'm going to just try some random thing. Now it does affect the color of the potion a little bit, as you can see. And we do want to change that luminance. We'll leave it on candelas again. And as you can see, it's actually now the glass itself is glowing. And it's also changed the color of that potion. So let's try a different example so that you can kind of get a sense of how this is shaping up. And we will try something like, we'll go with Mark for Michael 8 figure, and I've put a sci-fi assassin outfit on him right here. So I've also added a spotlight to this scene so we can see it a little bit better. It's pretty dark in this scene. And we'll kind of move it up a little bit here. It's probably a little hard to tell, but he's got a mask on. And what we're going to do is look at this first through the NVIDIA iRay view so that we can kind of see what his outfit currently looks like. He's got an emissive on his belt area, or actually on his leg kind of. And then there's also one across his face. And there's actually one that's on his belt as well. But what I want to do is put a stronger emissive light on this bar going across his face so that we can kind of get a sense of how that will affect how much light is coming off of it. So we're going to first switch to the Surfaces tab, as we've done before. And I'm going to select the mask. And we can see that there's a base for the mask, and then there's the face. And then emission tab is right here. And you can see already that the emission color has been changed from black, which would be no emission at all, to a different color, in this case green. And what I want to do at this point is I'm going to change this setting so I can use a smaller amount or a smaller number for luminance, and we'll choose something like you can see there's actually a lot of light coming off of it now. Let's see what happens if we change this to 5,000. That looks pretty cool. And let's also change, let's see if we can change his shoelaces. There's the laces. There's no emission, I don't believe, on it at the moment. Right. So let's just flip in here and click right over here to emission. And we will change that to white so we can kind of get this set up. I'm going to switch this unit, and again I'm going to go with 5,000, keep it the same. And I'm just going to choose a similar color. Something more on the yellow side, kind of. It's almost really quite yellow, isn't it? I'm going to go with green. You can see his hair is poking through over here. Okay, so the reason why the laces are turning white instead of the green that I want, it's because I've got the luminance up too high. So let's see what happens if I take it down. A little bit better. Let's try 250. Still a bit too much. Let's try a really strong green. There we go. So now you can see that if your light isn't coming out quite the way you wanted it, you might need to make some adjustments to how much light you have for your luminance setting. So keep that in mind. There we go. Not bad. So again, you can also put some luminance on his skin as well. Let me see, I'll do that really fast. I'll probably just do his hands if I can find them. Or actually, let's pull his outfit off so we can do the jacket. There we go. And pull his mask off too. Okay, so let's just play around with his torso, and we'll put an emissive on it by changing this to white, and then maybe doing another yellow color. And you can see that nothing's really happening here, and here's the reason. There is not enough light. So I'm going to switch this to a different unit, and there we go. Now we've got quite a lot, and I think last time I did 250. Let's try 200 and see what happens with that. Not bad. Let's see what happens if it's 50. Interesting. I'm just kind of playing around with it, see what the different settings do. Again, really just experiment and play around. I often find that emission is fun to use for sci-fi outfits to kind of give glowing bits to their, different area. Like for example, on this bounty hunter outfit, if you have, for example, if you add something like this, you can kind of take the face plates on his armor there. See if I can find it here. I can't really see what the parameters are, so I'm going to just pull this out a bit. Okay, so chest. Maybe try, or actually let's try, there's a lot of different options here actually. I think I might try the shoulders and pop over into emission, change this setting to white. lost track. Let's see. Where was I? Here I was. Okay. And I'm going to switch that to KCD/M squared 2. In other words, it's kilo candelas. And we're going to adjust this to something a little less obnoxious. And I might try some kind of red glow. And you can also change the emission temperature just for reference. You can make it more on the red side by making it lower. And the higher you go, the more blue the light will end up being. So I'm going to just try 100. So there you go. You've got quite a bit of glow on that. Yeah. So keep that in mind, explore, try different things. Sometimes it'll look great, sometimes it won't. And really, that's Daz Studio for you. Experimenting until you find what you like. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of these different tutorials on various aspects of Daz Studio. Until then, see you next time.